Assalamu alaikum. Hello learners, you are welcome to my biology class. Today our topic is digestive glands. What is digestive gland? Digestive gland, the glands whose secretions take part in digestion are called digestive gland. The glands whose secretions take part in digestion are called digestive gland. The secretions of digestive gland, digestion occurs in two ways, mechanical way and chemical way. Mechanical way basically movement of food substances, and chemical way mixing up different types of enzymes and hormones. This secretion basically includes different types of enzymes and hormones. So this digestive gland basically secretes different types of enzymes and hormones. The basic digestive glands are, the major digestive glands are, number 1, salivary glands, number 2, liver, number 3, pancreas, number 4, gastric gland, number 5, intestinal glands. These basic 5 types of digestive glands. First, salivary glands. Dear students, you can observe a figure. It is salivary glands. Now our discussion is salivary glands. Salivary glands basically secretes saliva, and inside the buccal cavity there are 3 pairs of salivary glands. Parotid glands, look, parotid glands, 1 pair of parotid glands, number 1, parotid glands, 1 pair of parotid glands below the ear of each side of our head. Parotid glands, 1 pair of parotid glands. Number 2, submandibular glands, 1 pairs of submandibular glands located beneath the jaw. It's located below the ear, beneath the jaw, beneath the lower jaw. Number 3, sublingual gland. Sublingual glands, below the tongue. below the tongue. Look, this is parotid gland. Parotid gland below the ear, submandibular glands, one pair of submandibular glands below the lower jaw, and one pair of sublingual gland below the tongue. Salivary glands basically secrete saliva. The secretion of salivary gland, the secretion of salivary gland is saliva. Saliva basically contains water, salivary amylase, and mucin. Salivary gland secretes saliva, and this saliva contains water, salivary amylase, and mucin. The salivary amylase basically takes part in carbohydrate digestion, and mucin basically makes the food slippery. What to eat, basically food becomes slippery, that helps in swallowing of food. Now liver. Now liver. This structure is liver. Liver basically is the largest gland of human body. The largest gland of human body. Largest gland of human body. Red brown in color, and located at the right side of upper abdomen and below the diaphragm. Located basically at the right side of upper abdomen and below the diaphragm. And liver basically composed of 4 types of cell. The cells of liver. The cells of liver. Number 1, hepatocyte. Hepatocyte cell. Number 2, hepatic stellate cell. Hepatic stellate cell. Number 3, Kupffer cell. And number 4, liver sinusoidal endothelial cell. LSECS. Basic 4 types of cell in liver: hepatocytes or hepatocytes SCS, hepatocyte cells, hepatic stellate cells, Kupffer cells, and liver sinusoidal endothelial cells. Liver is covered by a layer. Liver is covered by glycogen Gleason's capsule. You know, heart is covered by pericardium, lung is covered by pleura. Similarly, liver is covered by Gleason's capsule. Gleason's capsule. Liver has basically two lobes. Right, larger lobes, and left, smaller lobes. These two lobes form four incomplete lobes. Incomplete lobes. And these four lobes contains lobule. Numerous lobules. These lobules contains numerous cells. And these cells produce bile. So liver produces biles. Now the functions of liver. The functions of liver. Functions of liver. Number one, production of bile. Liver cells basically produce bile. Bile is a alkaline juice which basically takes part in fat digestion. Bile composed of water, bile salt, cholesterol, and different types of mineral salts. Number two, absorption of bilirubin. Bilirubin basically formed by the breakdown of hemoglobin. Bilirubin basically formed by the breakdown of hemoglobin. And that time iron is released. This iron is again used to production of blood cell. Now number three, supporting of blood clot. Blood clotting is most important function, and liver basically absorb vitamin K. Liver basically absorb vitamin K. This vitamin K acts as blood clotting agent. Next, metabolization of fat. Fatty food is not digested inside the mouth, inside the stomach. The digestion of fatty food starts basically duodenum, and inside the duodenum of small intestine, bile basically mixed with the food, and liver produces bile. This bile basically emulsify fat and convert fat into fat droplets, which is basically become very easier for enzymes to digest. Number 5, carbohydrate metabolism. carbohydrate metabolism. The liver basically stores carbohydrate as glycogen. At the time of necessity, this glycogen is broken down to form glucose. So liver basically take part in carbohydrate metabolism. Number 6, storage of vitamin. Storage of vitamins and minerals. Liver stores vitamin A, D, E, K and vitamin B12. Fat soluble vitamins are basically stored by liver, and liver also stores iron. Number 7, metabolization of protein. Liver takes part in protein metabolism. Filtering of blood. Liver filters alcohol, hormone and many kinds of wastes from blood. Immunological liver is composed of 4 types of cell. Among them, Kupffer cells is one type. The Kupffer cells of liver basically destroy the germ, destroy the germs which enters into the body. So liver basically it takes part in immunological function of the body. So liver basically produce bile, absorption bilirubin and takes part in blood clotting. Indirectly, liver basically produce blood clotting agent. Metabolization of fat, very important. Liver produce bile. This bile basically emulsify fat and takes part in fat digestion. Carbohydrate metabolism. Liver stores glucose as glycogen. At the necessity, this glycogen is broken down to form glucose. Liver stores vitamin A, D, E and K. It also stores iron. Metabolization of protein. Liver takes part in metabolization of protein. Filtering of blood. Liver filter alcohol, hormone, etc. from the blood. Immunological functions. The Kupffer cells of liver basically destroy germ and takes part in immunological function. That's the functions of liver. Besides that, many other functions are performed by liver. Liver is known as organic laboratory. Now, pancreas, another most important gland, digestive gland, pancreas. Pancreas, this structure is pancreas, leaf-like structure. Pancreas basically located obliquely behind the stomach. Pancreas is mixed gland. Pancreas, it contains islets of Langerhans. Mixed gland contains islets of Langerhans located obliquely behind the stomach. Pancreas is called mixed gland. Why? It acts as exocrine gland and as endocrine gland, exocrine gland, and acts as also endocrine gland. As exocrine gland, pancreas produces trypsin, lipase and amylase. Exocrine gland pancreas basically produce trypsin, lipase and amylase. These are collectively known as pancreatic juice. Pancreatic juice. And this trypsin takes part in protein digestion, lipase takes part in fat digestion, amylase takes part in carbohydrate digestion. This is the exocrine function of pancreas. Now endocrine functions of pancreas. Endocrine glands. As endocrine glands, pancreas produces the beta cells of islets of Langerhans. Beta cells of islets of Langerhans produce insulin, which basically takes part in carbohydrate metabolism. Basically decrease the sugar of blood and alpha cells of islets of Langerhans alpha cells of islets of Langerhans produce glucagon. And it increases the sugar level, sugar of blood. This insulin and glucagon are hormones. So pancreas as exocrine gland, it produces digestive juice, and as endocrine gland, it produces hormone. That's why pancreas is known as mixed gland. Next, gastric gland. Gastric gland basically the inner wall of stomach produce many kinds of gastric juice. This is known as gastric gland. And the intestine, small intestine, basically the inner wall of small intestine produce intestinal juice, and inner wall of small intestine also acts as gland known as intestinal glands. That's all about digestive gland. Thank you. Assalamu alaikum.